Star Wars, an iconic movie. Luke Skywalker, an iconic character. So let's talk about what I believe is one of the most iconic cards, non-sports cards in existence. And that is the 1977 Topps Star Wars Series 1, card number 1 of Luke Skywalker. Now, what you see in front of you is a very good condition card that I've had for, almost 40 years. And this is a card that it's his rookie card. Let's just call it what it is. It's his rookie card. Now, we all know also, especially through the 70s, probably early 80s too, if you had the number one card in the set, what happens to a lot of them? Well, they get rubber banded and they get put together with your other cards, and then they get put into a shoebox. And then you take the rubber band off to show your friends, maybe you trade something, and then you rubber band it back, and then you put it back in said shoebox. So number one cards in sets, vintage sets, are very condition sensitive and then rare to find in good quality. So this, I believe, we can be in agreement, is one of the most iconic non-sports cards in existence, from an iconic set, from definitely an iconic movie. So let me turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you an upgrade that I got to this very card earlier last year. All right, stay tuned. So a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, actually not that far, but back in late spring, early summer of 2020, Topps Project 2020 was experiencing its maniacal craziness that we all so fondly remember. So seeing the prices skyrocket just unbelievably high and fast and for no apparent reason, I looked at 2 or 3 cards that I had and I go, I like these cards. I liked paying $20 for each of them, but what do you know? I can sell them for hundreds right now. And I remember having, some of you are probably going to cringe when I say this because you probably would love to have this card, as would I, and I love this card. Card number 1, the Ichiro Suzuki by Ben Baller. That card just blew up. And I had the first Ricky Henderson by Matt Taylor, which I bought again later on in the year when prices went back down. I sold those 2, and I think the Matt Taylor Jeter, number 2 of his set. All 3 of those cards I sold for a hefty total. And with that money, I decided, okay, I'm going to buy one card, a big boy card. Not quite a comma card, but a big boy card. And I saw this card up for auction with 15 minutes left. And I made one bid at the very end for $2 less than the amount of money I got from selling those 3 Topps Project 2020 cards. Move over, bacon. There's something leaner. Upgrade. This is Population 1. This is the highest graded SGC number 1 Luke Skywalker card. There are no other 9.5s There are a couple of 9s, and down the list. Now there are very few PSA Gem Mint 10s or 9s. I'll show the population count here for both SGC and for PSA. But this is the highest for SGC. And I am just thrilled to bits and ecstatic. I have this card I mentioned in my previous Star Wars binder video. I have a Star Wars memorabilia display in my office, and this card is front and center as it should be. Which makes me start thinking, when we bandy around the word iconic in this hobby of ours, cards come to mind, the mantle cards, maybe a Jackie Robinson card, maybe the 71 Thurman Munson. There are a short list, and deservedly so, list of iconic cards in the hobby. I think this should be on that list, personally, just for the pop culture and just the overarching thing that it symbolizes with Star Wars. Star Wars arguably is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, pop culture phenomenons in modern history. I don't know if there's any pop culture phenomenons in the 1700s, so maybe saying modern history is kind of redundant, but you get the idea. Star Wars just envelops so many walks of life and has integrated into so many different other parts of culture, whether that be sports, music, TV, obviously the movies, the franchises, the toys, the cards, obviously. And it's become part of our vocabulary. It's in our lexicon. It's, generational now. I have a son who was 19 years old who was brought up on modern Star Wars and, Legos, you name it. It's, I'm 48 years old, so Star Wars is firmly ingrained into my DNA. And I love it. And I think this card right here perfectly encapsulates all of that, because this kind of is the genesis of Star Wars. This is a tangible representation of where it all began. Number 1 card in the first series for the first movie back in 1977. Yeah. So there you have it. So I'd be curious what maybe some of you think would be some other iconic non-sports cards, that come to mind. I know some would probably mention the famous or infamous goldenrod version of C-3PO from the green series of the Star Wars set. But this one just purely incorporates everything about Star Wars from the beginning. So leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Any thoughts? I just have been wanting to show this card for quite a while. Just didn't know the right time, the right way. And I figured this would be a good follow-up to my 77 complete set binder video that I did before this one. And just wanted to really just hit start on the camera and just stare at this card. So I'm geeking out as I'm talking to you guys, and am in complete just awe that I still have this, and am very, very blessed. And I don't plan on getting rid of this card anytime soon, even though the price of this has more than quadrupled since I bought this back in May. His cameo at the end of Series 2 of The Mandalorian, I'm sure, had a little to do with that. Just given the market today with cards, that just a you know, 2 or 3 games in a row of a rookie in baseball, or, Brady and Mahomes getting into the Super Bowl. Just those moments, they really just can cause cards to just, escalate quickly. And this one is no exception. And I think a lot more people are getting into Star Wars collecting, because I'm seeing a lot of the prices are just starting to go up quickly and steadily. So, yeah, leave a comment below. Anything Star Wars related. That's just, I eat it up. I love it. It's my favorite thing. So I appreciate you watching, and may the force be with you.